The quiet of Venezuela's streets mask a growing humanitarian crisis, painful food shortages and hyperinflation that have made daily life here so difficult. President Nicolas Maduro refuses to accept outside help. As USAID tweeted, it is moving food rations to the country's borders for Venezuela's malnourished children. Yesterday, dueling protests both for and against Maduro. This afternoon, he supervised military exercises, praising the loyalty of the armed forces. Those who want to see President Maduro step down are optimistic. They support Juan Guaido, the interim president who has the backing of the United States.
What would make you use the U.S. military in Venezuela? What's the national security
Well, I don't want to say
interest?
that, but certainly it's something that's on the, it's an option.
An option with geopolitical consequences as both China and Russia still back President Maduro.
Kerry, we saw those massive protests yesterday and Maduro remaining defiant today. What's next?
Well, tonight, the United Kingdom, Germany, and France are getting ready to recognize Juan Guaido. They're saying that unless there are free and fair elections, they will recognize him almost immediately. France's minister to Europe saying the ultimatum ends tonight.
And Guaido has the backing of 20-plus countries, including the United States. What about Maduro?
Well, Jose, it's unclear what sort of support the generals will provide to Maduro. And, of course, that is where the real power base here is. The reason that's a question is because much of the money that the Maduro government has comes from the oil profits. And those oil profits right now have been frozen in the United States. So without money to pay the generals, it's unclear how much that loyalty will remain to Nicolas Maduro.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.